December 1st just got a whole lot more interesting. While everyone was expecting Marvel Cosmic Invasion to be another standard release, Microsoft quietly dropped it as a Day 1 Game Pass title less than 2 weeks before launch. That alone would be newsworthy. But here's what makes this game fascinating. It's from the same team behind TMNT Shredder's Revenge, arguably the best beat-em-up of the past decade, and they're making some incredibly bold choices with Marvel's roster. Let me explain why this matters. Tribute Games, the Montreal studio behind this, didn't take the safe route. When Marvel approached them after Shredder's Revenge blew up in 2022, they could have just done a straightforward Avengers brawler. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America. The hits, right? But according to game director Fred Gimmis in an interview with Mobile Syrup, Marvel specifically wanted them to tackle the Annihilation storyline from the comics. That's a deep pull. We're talking about a cosmic event that never made it to the MCU, featuring a villain named Annihilus, who most casual fans have probably never heard of. But here's where it gets interesting. Tribute proposed setting this Annihilation event in the 90s, the golden era of Marvel cartoons, arcade games, and that specific comic art style that Gen X and older millennials grew up with. That's why the game looks the way it does. Vibrant pixel art that channels X-Men versus Street Fighter, not the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And the roster reflects that same philosophy. Sure, you've got your Wolverine, your Spider-Man, your Captain America, but then you've got Beta Ray Bill, an alien who's worthy of wielding Thor's hammer. Phyla-Vell, also known as Quasar, a cosmic hero with quantum bands. Cosmic Ghost Rider, who's literally a fusion of Ghost Rider and the Punisher from a dystopian future timeline. These aren't characters casual fans know. Game Informer's preview called it an eclectic and unique roster, and that's putting it mildly. What makes this work is that Tribute didn't just slap 15 characters into a brawler and call it a day. Each one actually plays differently. In the Summer Game Fest demo that Screen Rant covered, they noted that Venom can grab enemies, something not every character can do. Storm is one of only a few who can fly. Captain America blocks and deflects projectiles with his shield, which is huge because Shredder's Revenge didn't even have a blocking mechanic. Spider-Man swings across the screen and uses web projectiles that need to recharge. These aren't cosmetic differences. You're legitimately choosing between playstyles. And here's the twist that sets this apart from other beat-em-ups. You don't just pick one character, you pick two. The Cosmic Swap system lets you tag between heroes mid-fight, Marvel vs. Capcom style. That means in 4-player co-op, you've got 8 Marvel characters on screen at once. Tribute's CEO told GamesRadar that this was a crazy number of characters for a beat-em-up, but it's what Marvel wanted. They specifically asked for a very large roster to capture that cosmic scale. Now, about that Game Pass announcement. This came out of nowhere on November 19th as part of Microsoft's November lineup reveal. The game was already set for December 1st across PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC, with a digital price of €29.99 according to Dotemu's official site. Physical editions are coming March 2026 for $39.99 standard, $59.99 deluxe. But for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass subscribers, Day 1 access, no extra cost. Windows Central called it a surprise edition because it wasn't announced ahead of time. Kotaku said it's easily one of the highlights of December for the service. And honestly, for anyone who's been following Tribute's work, that tracks. Shredder's Revenge launched Day 1 on Game Pass too, and it was huge for them. It introduced the game to millions of players who might not have taken a chance on a retro brawler otherwise. What's interesting is how much this game is leaning into being for comics fans rather than MCU fans. Screen Rant's hands-on preview specifically highlighted this. They wrote that playing as Storm and Wolverine in Manhattan fighting AIM soldiers felt like the 90s again, and not just in a nostalgic sense. Back then, Marvel's licenses weren't locked into the Disney ecosystem. Games could use whoever they wanted. That's why you'd get wild rosters in games like Marvel Superheroes and X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Cosmic Invasion is tapping into that energy. The story follows Annihilus launching an invasion from the Negative Zone, this weird antimatter dimension that's basically been untouched in games and movies. You're fighting through New York, the SHIELD helicarrier, Wakanda, Asgard, the Savage Lands, and eventually into the Negative Zone itself. Each location is packed with Easter eggs and references for longtime fans. The full 15-character roster is Captain America, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Storm, Venom, Nova, Phyla-Vell, She-Hulk, Rocket Raccoon, Beta Ray Bill, Silver Surfer, Black Panther, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Iron Man, and Phoenix. That last reveal happened in October with the release date announcement. Iron Man and Phoenix were the final 2 characters confirmed for launch, December 1st. every major platform, day one on Game Pass, from a studio that's already proven they can nail this genre, with a roster that's actually taking risks instead of playing it safe. If you've been waiting for a beat-em-up that captures that 90s arcade energy while adding modern depth, this is probably it.